Welcome back, and thanks for joining the Airbnb My Space hosting revolution.
We're Levi and Shayna, and we're so glad you're here. It means that you're eager to learn, to up your hosting game, increase your profitability and efficiency, and earn great reviews by improving your guests' overall experience.
In our last video, we touched on how you can use your listing, photos, and pricing to pre-qualify your guests, attracting the good ones and discouraging the others.
We've shared a few ways we spot a potentially problematic guest and what you can do to protect yourself and your space.
And we showed you how we as professionals keep our emotions in check when dealing with a guest, when things are damaged, missing, or just not right. It's all about getting to a resolution.
And we mentioned our upcoming masterclass, where we'll be covering those topics in greater detail and diving deep on other critical topics, like sharing our best communication templates and techniques, outlining efficient systems for your workflow, offering setup guidance, and that one priceless tip on naming your Airbnb space, and more, lots more.
At first, we'll be launching the masterclass in beta and only inviting 30 hosts to attend. We're limiting it to just a few hosts at first because we want to be able to personally interact with this class as much as they need, and we want to make sure we've covered everything, so we're setting aside a lot of time to deal with your specific questions. This first class will only pay a small percentage of the tuition. They'll get a ton of hands-on help and will be instrumental in helping us finalize the masterclass. Now, over the past 5 years, we've grown our hosting operation from my parents' basement apartment to 5 spaces in Nashville, not to mention the co-hosting. We've helped a ton of other hosts and earned over $500,000 in the process.
And the truth is, you can too. We're here to help you achieve a profitable Airbnb vacation rental which doesn't eat your time or sap your emotional energy.
And today, we're going to teach you a system we use called the Honest Clean. I didn't know you were going to do that. That was cute. The Honest Clean.
There are 2 ways to accomplish an Airbnb clean: DIY or outsource. For us, we do the cleaning for all 5 spaces by ourselves. We've outsourced it in the past, and we have stand-in cleaners ready to handle it when we travel, but for the most part, we do our own cleans day in and day out. It lets us retain the cleaning fees, ensure that every space is perfect for our guest, and if you're the one cleaning up, it's really easy to spot guest damages and quickly get reimbursed.
And since we've been cleaning together for the past 4 years, we've gotten really good at it.
We call it the Honest Clean. It ensures that your guest will be thrilled with your space and it won't eat up all of your time.
Now, as a part of our Masterclass resource kit, we're including the Honest Clean checklist, which can be customized to fit your space. Used by you, it can be used by a stand-in cleaner or used with a third-party company to provide clear instructions and accountability.
There are 2 main tenets to the Honest Clean. Number 1, clean all of the things. No matter what it looks like, it needs to be cleaned. This is where the honest part comes in. Obviously, if a bed is clearly unused, you don't have to change the sheets. But clean every toilet, wipe down every surface, and clean every inch of the floor.
Clean in the same order every time. Bathroom, kitchen, beds, surfaces, floors, and you're out. Always wipe down the surfaces before you do the floors. Actually, always do everything before you do the floors.
This does 2 things for you. 1, it ensures that you don't miss anything. If you're just looking for dirty things to clean, you're going to overlook something. But if you deep clean detail the space after every guest, you may be doing more than necessary and cutting into your profits just a bit. But if you have a system where you touch every surface and clean in every corner, quick and efficient, you'll never miss anything.
The systematic approach makes less cleaning for you to do every time. It may seem like a lot at the beginning. You mean I have to wipe every surface and touch every chair and wipe every table and check behind every door and under every bed? Yes, you do. But if you do it every time, you'll get really good at it really fast, and it'll never get very dirty, so it'll be super easy to wipe it and knock it out.
Right. Okay, the second tenet of the Honest Clean is that you want your guests to walk in and not notice anything, except the decor, maybe. It's classy, it's homey, it's funky, whatever your vibe is. But once they notice a hairball in the shower or a pair of undies under the bed, they immediately feel a negativity about you and your space, and they can become more critical or even skeptical that the space may not actually be that clean, and then they're looking for other things that might not be ideal. But if they walk in and everything is just clean, they won't notice, and that's exactly where you want them.
Also, if they walk in and notice how clean it is or don't notice anything out of place, they'll be inspired kind of subconsciously to maintain the space in a clean and tidy manner. They'll respect it more if they see that you respect it.
Right.
Let's talk about outsourcing. Like we said, we do nearly all of our own cleans, and maybe that's you too. You get to pocket the cleaning fees, and you always ensure that the space is clean to your standards.
If you're going to outsource, it's good to hire a management company to do the whole thing for you. Communication, laundry, cleaning and turnovers, early check-ins and late checkouts.
Right.
This will take you out of the equation, and they charge about 20% or more, but they handle it all, and you get 80% of the profits deposited into your bank account. Boom.
Boom. If you plan to just hire a cleaner, be prepared to still do some of the work, communicating with guests, coordinating the cleaners, with all the particulars that come with Airbnb, early check-ins, one guest staying for only 2 nights of the 3, but the other 2 staying for the remainder, late checkouts, early bag drops, or wanting to get in early to decorate. There's a lot of details, and they can change daily, so communicating all of that to a cleaner can be complicated, but you can do it. And you have to have the time and organization to make it happen, or work with a cleaner and a cleaning crew that is extremely good and understands the subtle nuances of Airbnb. There are a few companies out there that do a really great job on a national level, so if you need a recommendation, just ask.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's it for the Honest Clean.
If you are thinking about the masterclass, but feel like your Airbnb is super unique and maybe we won't deal with your unique issues, well, after 5 years, we probably have dealt with them. We've hosted guests in our own home, in attached apartments, detached homes. We've shut down parties, turned down bookings, turned down volume, cleaned up after bachelorette glitter fests. And while we haven't done it all, nobody ever brought their pet tiger.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. The principles of running a profitable, efficient Airbnb are universal.
But if you're wondering if it's going to be worth the money, we're actually wondering that as well. That's why we're going to do 3 things to make sure it is. First, we're not going to charge much, less than a typical cleaning fee actually. Second, we're going to include way more than you're expecting, just to be super double certain that you get your money's worth. And third, obviously, if you're at all unhappy for any reason, we'll be super quick to give you a refund.
Now also, for our beta group, we'll be answering your questions directly. So if there's anything we haven't already included, we'll add it or answer it just for you. Chances are, if you're asking the question, somebody else will find the answer helpful. And if you ask something we don't know, we'll just do the research and come back with an answer.
So, if you want to improve, you have questions, you want to avoid the common pitfalls and stay happy and profitable and avoid spending too much time and emotional capital on your Airbnb.
If you want to learn the proven techniques we use to get reimbursed for guest-related damage every time.
If you want access to the communication templates we send to every guest, utilizing mental triggers to subliminally trick our guest into taking great care of our spaces and preparing them to take responsibility for any damage. Maybe the masterclass is for you.
In a couple days, we'll be back right here with Volume 3, Get More Bookings, where we lay out the techniques we've honed over the years to keep our spaces booked year in and year out.
So that's going to be awesome, and you should definitely watch it.
And we realize that if you're seeing this video on YouTube or Facebook, you'll be able to comment and share it really easily. If you're on our website, just hop over to Facebook. Drop a like on the video, comment with the one question you really hope we answer in the Get More Bookings segment.
And thanks again for joining us at Airbnb My Space. And we'll see you back in a couple days.
Synchronizing snaps. Hope I didn't mess it up. Not being 2 snaps. It's too snappy. Welcome back.
Wait, let's get the first one.
Okay. Welcome back, and thanks for joining the Airbnb My Space.
Hold on. I was going to say you need to be more like, that's how I put through explanations, because I think the way I started it yesterday, like Airbnb host or something was creative to people. And you'd be like, welcome back. Thanks for joining the Airbnb My Space Revolution. Huge.
Welcome back, and thanks for joining the Airbnb MySpace hosting resolution. One more time with feeling. It's all about getting to a revolution.
Are you serious?
I wish I wasn't.
Can you get a little bit more pep?
Yeah, I'm just half cold.
I know.
I'm sick.
I know, but you're an actor, babe. Bring on the pep.
At first, we'll be launching the masterclass in beta, only inviting 30 hosts to attend. We're limiting it.
But every toilet. But every toilet.
You may have to wipe every surface, touch every chair, and wipe every table, and I feel like I'm about to start singing Climb Every Mountain. To check behind every door, check under every bed. And you do. But once you've done it a handful of times...
What's the point of that one?
What's the point?
Because you asked it, like, you may not have to do this every time yet, but if you do it every time, it'll never get dirty. So it'll be an easy or clean. Easy wipe over is kind of weird, but...
Right. If you're just going to hire a cleaner, you're still...
I love how you look at me after everyone. You're like,
check-ins, one guest staying for 2 nights at the 3, but 3 other teams, 2 and 2 and the 3 and 3 and the 4 and 5 towels and 3 and 2. It can be a lot. Should I redo that one? That was pretty rough. I sound like an auctioneer. With all the particulars that come with Airbnb, early check-ins, one guest staying for only... Oh, brother bear.
It's a great movie.
Comment with the one question you really hope we answer in the Get More Bookings segment.
Easy wipe over is kind of weird. But you're an actor, babe. Bring on the pep.